Hi everyone, my name is Luminita and today I'm diving into something that is super close to my heart. And more specifically, the love lessons that I've learned in my 20s. And I know you've seen a bunch of videos like that, but these are not your typical love lessons. So grab a coffee and let's go straight to it. And the very first one is no standards are too high or unrealistic. I know, pretty unpopular and controversial, but bear with me. In my life, I've heard it so many times that, you're dreaming too big. The person that you would want to be with doesn't exist. You need to lower a little bit your standards. That's not possible. I'm not sure you're even aware what an impact your happiness in your relationship plays on your work, business, overall happiness. So why settle? Love is not about settling. Love needs to be fulfilling. And only you, my dear, knows what fulfills you. So you better go there and find someone who is matching your vibe, passion, lifestyle, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This being said, yes, no standards are too high or unrealistic, but they are only reasonable if you yourself meet them. Think of a mirror. Whatever you want to see in the reflection needs to be on the opposite side as well. Fair? Why would someone full of life, energetic, and active be with someone who is very pessimistic, never moves, is always super depressed? Or if you're dreaming about someone extremely caring and nurturing, why would someone extremely caring and nurturing settle for someone egoistic, that doesn't give a damn about anyone else, is only thinking about him or herself? Go wild with your standards. Anything that you truly want, not are told, but anything that you truly want in a partner, you can get it. But first, make sure that you yourself are fulfilling your own high standards. The third love lesson that I've learned in my 20s is a big one, and it was really life-changing for me. Don't stay in a relationship just because it is hard or uncomfortable to get out of it. Change is always painful, especially if you are in a long-term relationship, especially if you know that you will hurt the other person, especially if you have any logistical side to it. I want to be in this relationship and I feel uncomfortable and it just sounds so difficult to get out of it are two different things. Think about it from the other person's perspective. Would you want your partner to be with you because he or she loves you, cherishes you, cannot imagine their life without you? Or because, breaking up with you would just... It's just so time intensive, like you would need to find another, he would need to find another flat, or she would need to do all the boxing and all the stuff, and telling your friends that you broke up, it's so inconvenient. How would you feel if your partner stayed with you because their fear of change and discomfort is much greater than the love for you? I've learned lesson 4 pretty early in my 20s, and I actually have a story time about it over here. But in a nutshell, being with the wrong person is so much worse for you than being alone. I get it. We all feel lonely from time to time, and it is scary to think that there is no one you can lean on. But do you know what's even scarier? Being with a partner that is bringing you down. As I was mentioning at the beginning, I know that I was severely underestimating the impact of my partner on my overall life. I would always think that there is my boyfriend and then there is, the rest of my life. But no, if you're spending a lot of time with this person, then you are well aware that this person is 50% of how you feel, how you think, your mindset, your opinions, your overall life view. Number 5 is something that I actually learned fairly recently, but I am very focused on this. Healthy relationships have 3 entities: you, me, and us. This is extremely important because for a very long time, I had the feeling that it's an either-or situation. We're either extremely full in, there's no me, there's no you, that's only us, and we decide, we go, we do, or it's you and me. I am very self-sufficient, very independent, almost selfish, and you are doing the same thing. Well, there is no surprise that none of these strategies work, especially not in healthy relationships, not in long-term relationships. Obviously, losing yourself into just us will make you feel empty and to a certain extent resentful and even lonely, especially if you break up, because your whole identity, your whole you will live. And being very separate, having very, very clear and thick walls between you two is not something you would want to be part of. Where is the support and caring part about it all? So yes, love your partner, dedicate yourself to your relationship with your whole heart and mind, but also keep yourself in mind. Love yourself and respect your partner as a separate person. My sixth lesson was learned in a very, very painful way, but it was very impactful in my life. Love and resentment are reverse proportionate. So what does that mean? We all have conflicts in our relationships. This is normal. However, if you don't address them, if you don't resolve them, if you feel hurt or misunderstood, or you just feel uncomfortable, yet you're not speaking about it because you think that it will just pass, it will not just pass. It adds more and more to your resentment column. The more you resent a person, the less you love him or her. Until one day you will wake up and you will wonder, why the hell are you even with this person if everything about their behavior makes you angry, everything annoys you. You cannot even recall why you fell in love with this person to begin with. So really, the only way to go about it, I know it sounds cliche, but it's really the only solution. It is to talk to your partner every time you feel hurt or misunderstood or you're having a small fight. You need to speak up because your wounds will not heal. And kind of continuing the same topic, lesson number 7 is loving without being in love means very good, very warm, very nice friendship. Have you ever been in a relationship in which you truly honestly love this person? You want all the best for this person. You want to be there for them. They're very important in your life, but honestly, you are not in love with them. I'm sorry to say it out loud, but that means that your romantic relationship transformed into a friendship. Now, I think it's very, very important to mention that in a healthy long-term relationship, you have both love, very deep, nurturing, caring love, and the in love, the passion, the butterflies in your stomach, the sparks in your eyes. You need both. If you have only love, again, this is friendship. Good, warm, strong friendship. If you have only the in love without the depth of it, it's just an attraction, a passion, a fling. But if you have both, this is when you have your dream relationship. And you need to constantly work to maintain both of them. Number 8 is something that I already talked about on my channel. I will leave the link to that video here, but I need to mention it once again because I think a lot of people need to hear this message once again. In a relationship, when you meet, you ideally grow. And sometimes you grow in the same direction. But it can happen because you're two entities, right? It can happen that you grow into separate directions, almost like opposite directions. So what do you do in this case? The only manifestation of love is to let go. I know it sounds harsh, but if you love someone and you want truly the best for that person, why would you tie them to your perception of the future, your perception of perfect life, if this is not what they want? Now, I'm not talking about the fact that you shouldn't have discussions and compromises and finding middle grounds. I'm talking here about those moments in which you are two people that clearly want two very different lives that cannot be combined. If they can be combined, great. If you both want the same thing, absolutely amazing. But if you two want two very, very, very different things, it doesn't make sense to have two unhappy people in a couple if you could have two very, very happy people single or in other couples, but not together. Getting very heated. The 9th love lesson that I've learned in my 20s is you can truly 100%ly understand what you want in a partner only by meeting a lot of other people and understanding what you definitely don't want in a partner. Sometimes we have pictures and ideas of our love partner or our ideal partner. We have standards, and again, you need to pursue them. But it happens that you find that person, you are in a relationship with that person, and you understand that actually, what you thought you wanted is not that anymore. Maybe you wanted someone to travel around because you saw it on Instagram, or maybe you heard a friend of you talking about that. But now, once you've tried this lifestyle, you realize that actually settling down is what you want. Would you find out about it by reading books and watching videos? No. You can only find out what you want in a partner when you try many other things. You understand what you don't want. You have hypotheses, you test them. Every single relationship, every single encounter, every single conversation teaches you something, molds you in a way or another. So embrace it, enjoy it, take everything you can, move on, and build your perfect life. And finally, the 10th lesson that I've learned in my 20s is that different life stages require different types of partners. Quite controversial, I know, but hear me out. I don't know what age you're at right now, but think of yourself when you were 14. What was your dream partner? What about when you were 20? What was your dream partner at that time? What about at 25 if you're over 25? Did that change? And it changed. And I said this is connected to the previous lesson. Beside the fact that you learn more about yourself and what you want, at different stages, we require different type of support. Our lifestyles change. You move from home to college or from college to work. You move cities. There's so many changes that happen in your 20s that one person can fit all of these multiple roles. Now, I don't say that it is impossible. I say that it is rare. However, if you meet someone that really grows into the same direction, then awesome. Then grow with your partner. But even in this case, your partner is a different partner in your 20s and in your 30s, in your teens versus in your 20s. So I still stand by my lesson that at every stage of our life, we need a different type of partner. But I don't say that it has to be a different person. We change, our partners change, and if we change together, great. But remember, we need to change together at the same pace and in the same direction. So here are my 10 love lessons that I've learned in my 20s. They're all raw, real, learned the hard way by me, all tested out. And I can assure you now, after learning all of them, my love life looks completely differently. And actually, I'm looking forward to learn more and more love lessons in the rest of my 20s and my 30s and 40s, because as I said, different stages of our life require different type of love, different type of partners. Until then, did any of these lessons resonate with you? Do you have any interesting love lessons that you have learned the hard or the easy way? If so, let them all in the comment section below. Also, as always, there is a link in my description box where you can leave all your thoughts and stories anonymously. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see more of my face, hear more of my voice, you can click here and here, or again, you can click here to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!